Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Pitforge. That is right, that's what this series is called. I just had a mental blank for the moment there. Now, I didn't do any AFK fish farming like I said I might because I forgot, but what we are going to do is we're going to build a nice path and a railway to spawn. So I have been to the tree farm and got myself a bit of wood so we can build bridges and stuff, and we're going to get rid of that crappy dirt bridge that I still don't actually know who built. It wasn't me. Don't blame me for that. So I put all our iron and gold onto smelt, so we get that out. I do have a lot of levels at the moment. I probably don't want to die, but anyway. There we go. I've got all our iron and gold, and we need to make ourselves some railway tracks, I should imagine. Now, I do know how to make railway tracks. So, yeah, I think someone's building an iron farm at spawn, but it's not really very operational yet, and that's probably far more railway tracks than I actually need. And who can remember how to make the powered ones? I think it requires some redstone maybe, and this is just the iron and gold I got in the same long mining trip when I got the diamonds for the armor and tools I am currently using / wearing. I think this is powered rails. I can't quite remember. Is that it? That is it. Cool. Again, I probably have way more than I need, but I am going to go and just what am I going to do first? I guess I'm going to go and walk along the route and work it out, and then I'll come back here and get started. Okay, I've had a look at where the route's going to go, and it's fine. I've also looked up powered rail spacing, and I think every 27 blocks should be good for placing powered rails. So let's just get started. I'm going to start by building I'm not going to do the station straight away. I'm going to build the track first, and then I'm going to do the stations, but the station is going to be about here. So that's just going to mark out the station, and every 27 blocks or so I need a new piece of powered rail. But let's just do this, and you know what I've forgotten? I've forgotten to make myself any redstone torches to actually power the powered rail. Because, you know, your powered rail needs powering, otherwise it's not going to be powered rail. If that made any sense and wasn't just me bourboning, which it probably was, but hey, whatever. How many of these will that make? That will make 15. That should be not enough. Let's just make loads. We need loads. There we go. 30 redstone torches. That should be good. Okay, let's continue around here. And where are we going? We're going to go off in this direction over here, and we're just going to continue along. And you'll probably be watching a time lapse of it now. Okay, one thing I did forget to mention was I'm avoiding having blocks next to the track, as that does slow minecarts down, and I'm also going to make sure there's going to be a nice just kind of path next to the track, which is going to be my walking route to spawn. But now across here I'd like to build a bridge just kind of going off across to there, and I'm going to get rid of this random dirt bridge that I'm not sure who built. It wasn't me, I didn't build this, but I'd like to get rid of this, and then we can start working on a nice bridge across there. Okay, that dirt bridge was quite useful, but it has outlived its usefulness, and now it's time to make a nice bridge. And where the hell's that skelly bum? Let's go kill him. I don't like skelly bums, they're so annoying. There we go, that's that skelly bum got rid of. One thing I forgot to mention is not all this was iron was from the mining trip. Some of it was when I accidentally fell down a ravine and nearly died when wandering around and saw some iron at the bottom. But anyway, we need to build a bridge across that's going to have a 2-wide path, one for the minecart track, one for the walking track, and it needs to look nice as well. So I think that it's going to have like birch wood in the middle, and then it's going to have spruce logs outside that, and probably also going to have like spruce fences or something on it. So it's going to be something like this, going out across here. And then either side of the birch we're going to have some spruce, and this is all just from JSQ's wood tree farm at spawn, which is quite useful, but there we go. And then on top of these we're going to have some spruce fences, I reckon. So let's go across and build this useful and awesome bridge and not keep falling down this a million trillion times. Right, I have run out of spruce and I do need some more fences, so I do need to go back to the tree farm at spawn. And also I'm going to need a lot of spruce to build some nice log supports, because those will look cool. And look at this bridge, it's very unrealistic at the moment, it needs some support. But I do have a lot of bones back on my base, so I'm going to go get those, and I'm going to go and get myself a lot of spruce logs. What is with that? Oh my god. Let's just reload chunks a minute. There we go, that's better. F3 plus A to reload chunks, if you didn't know, by the way. But anyway, I'm going to go get some spruce. Okay, this mess is cleaned up and I seem to have over 2 stacks of spruce wood. I don't know if that'll be enough, but I hope it will. Let's put our spare saplings back in this chest where we got the saplings we used from in the first place, and get back to fencing and building some supports for the awesome bridge. Okay, that's the fencing done. Now to work on the supports, which I don't want to build too many of, but are just going to be log struts. So I need to work out how many I want and why the hell I left that floating block there. Okay, so I think probably 2 or 3 along the middle, and that's what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to work out the spacing and build them. Oh no, now I'm being met by Sarah, seeing all the people today. Hey, people is already using my bridge, that is nice. My bridge is getting used before it's even being constructed, how cool. There we go, I reckon that looks pretty good, I'm quite happy with this bridge. Now I'm going to put some torches on the supports and on the top and stuff, just to light it up, and also along the path I've built so far. Okay, I just came to spawn to get some of my heads to put on the bridge, and I noticed something. As well as the one that has my heads in it, it says blowhod my head on the ones with Sarah Bumblebee's head, and the ones with Typical's head. So I didn't do that, I don't know who did, but that's a pretty strange prank, because now my head's like on top of 3 of the things. I don't even know, it wasn't me, don't blame me, I don't know why that is. I was just coming to my head spawn to get some heads to put on the bridge so people know that it's my bridge. Everyone can use it, but they should know that I built it, because I'm awesome. I also put some signs calling it Blowhod's Bridge, because that's nice. It's going to be quite useful for like Sarah as well, because she just lives further across here. In fact, she walked across it just before, even before it was finished. But there we go, Blowhod's Bridge. Let's place some torches down, shall we? There we go, that's looking quite nice and lit up. Now to finally continue the railway track through to spawn, which I was a long time going. Now we've built the bridge across this large ravine, which did get in the way a bit, but you know, now we've got a bridge across it, we can continue the railway line to spawn. Although doesn't look like I actually have enough railway tracks, so that's going to make me sad. But I do have a bit more iron, so let's see if I can make enough. And I'll go check that crappy iron farm at spawn to see if it's got any more iron. Okay, there we go, I've made it all the way to spawn, or at least as close as I need to get. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way back, putting some nice path next to, just a nice block of path next to it, and then I'm going to get to work on the stations. Also I'm going to place torches as well, that's probably a useful thing to do. Okay, now there's a path and railway from my base to spawn. All that's left is to build some simple stations at either end, which are going to be nothing like proper stations. They're just going to be embarking and disembarking points really, but I need to build some dispensers in order to actually get the minecarts in, so you don't have to carry around minecarts with you in order to be able to use it. Okay, now to build the platform. If you're wondering why I'm back at the spawn end, that's simply because I needed to go to the Skelly farm to get some bows to make the dispensers, but other than that, everything's fine. Now, I'm thinking you should be able to just go onto this and get stopped by it, but I'm not sure about like the whole getting in and out thing, so let's work that out. Do we want that to be dirt? Probably not. We'll have that be like nice spruce wood or something. Birch wood, that's the one. Now, we'll need buttons, but I'm going to go work on the other end because I did put some stone into smelt in order to make me some buttons. Right, there's the stone and there's the buttons. Let's see if we can make this work because I don't really know what I'm doing here. There we go. That should be just like a button there and then like a button there maybe. I don't really know. Will that power the track? It will. Will that not power the track? That does still power the track. We don't really want that to power the track because then your minecart's just going to go off on its own. Maybe not that side because that would actually get in the way of the path. Maybe over here. Will that power the track? I think that will power the dispenser. I don't actually have a minecart right now. Let's just put a sign in it. Yeah, that does power the dispenser. Okay, and so maybe you'd so you press that button, get in the cart, press that button and you're off, I think. Now to repeat that on the other side and also check up on that mini iron farm. So I think what's happening is there's like a mini iron farm and they're planning to, well, they're breeding more villages and then they're going to build what they're calling an iron titan. I think this is being built by Two Crafted. I don't really understand most of that kind of thing, but it sounds cool and like it's going to get us loads and loads of iron, which is always a good thing. And I'm already loving having this nice easy path to get to spawn. Like the path is already awesome and useful, but we do need to build the station so we can use the minecart track. Let's see, any iron? There is iron. I'm just going to take all that because, you know, there'll be more eventually, right? Sure. And there's some random crafting tables over here. What am I trying to make? I'm trying to make some minecarts. Probably not that many, but whatever. Oops. It's fine. There we go, a few minecarts. Let's just shove them, or a few of them in this dispenser, and we'll have a few on us to shove in the other dispenser. Good. Okie dokie, and then button. So is this functional? Press this, you get a thing. Oh, I didn't fix that one, did I? Crap. I didn't move this one, so actually I'll replace that one in there, so it actually doesn't power it. There we go. Now let's try. Press that, get in the minecart, press the button, and you're off. Yes, it is working. So now there's a faster way to get there. I mean, it's a bit strange with this minecart in front of me, but whatever. Let's just try and destroy it. There we go. I got rid of that minecart. But now there is a much faster way to get between my base and spawn. Although that bit at the front did feel a bit slow, so perhaps it needs a few more powered rails just at the start there where it's so hilly. I think it does, so I'll fix that up. Okay, what happened there? This one is unpowered. See, there's a few small problems, like random unpowered tracks, so I'm just going to fix those up. So just bear with me and then we'll have a fully functional track. Okay, seriously, another unpowered one? Why? Okay, I think there should be enough powered rail now, but I do want to put a sign down to let people know where this is going. So let's just put a sign like here saying to blohod blohod's base. Good, and I want to put a blohod thing on top of the dispenser, because why the hell not? There we go, that's cool. And now let's give it a try, and hopefully it has enough. Okay, get in that, press that, and press this, and you have to hold W a bit as well. And there we go, yeah, this is definitely going full speed now. I just had to put a few more powered rails up on the hills, like I have, and there we go. We now have a fast, simple, and easy way to get between my base and spawn. It's not that much faster than sprint jumping, but it's easier because you can just get in and go, and then if we go all the way around to the other side here, we'll find that you get stopped by the powered rails. You just get out, punch your minecart, and you shove it in there. Simple. And of course we need the sign and head over here as well. I need to make a sign. Let's make a sign. Signs aren't that hard to make, are they? Probably not. I can't craft today apparently. There we go. 3 signs, that will do us. And we need to say to spawn. And I imagine that bridge will get a lot more use than this bit, because this is only really useful to me. But one more thing I do need to do is, as well as testing it out this way, I need to remove the old crappy path. So I'm going to test it out this way, and then we can remove the old crappy path. There we go. It's nice and fast this way too. I put a few extra powered rail up those hills as well, just to ensure maximum speed. Here we go. It's quite nice going on minecarts. You don't really see that many of them, but I like them. So there we go. We now have awesome minecart track connecting my base to spawn in a faster way than walking. I think horses are faster than minecarts, but minecarts are cool. There we go. Yeah, this is nice and simple. Apparently if I use my diamond pick it mines instantly, put that in there and we're done. So I just need to go back and get rid of the old path, which looks crappy, which is over here. Okay, so it took a little while, but the old path is no more, and we now have a nice new path and railway to spawn. And don't worry, unlike last season where this was the last episode, it won't be this time, I hope. But I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'd also like to remind you that I'm going to be doing a Q&A at 200 subscribers, so post any questions you've got for me in the comments of this or any of my YouTube videos. So thank you all for watching. Goodbye!